为什么人民币对美元会入手强
Do you speak any English?
Why is the Chinese yuan strengthening against the US dollar? As you may have noticed, in the past few months, the Chinese renminbi has been appreciating against the United States dollar. So in this video, I'll be doing a multi-time frame technical analysis to see the past and future price action we might expect Chinese renminbi. So I suggest you stick around and watch this video till the very end, as you may learn a thing or two, or also scan for potential opportunities to open those trades and make few pips if you're a trader. Let's get into the video. If you're new to the channel, I'm a forex analyst and trader, and I share free educational content to help grow the community. So I suggest you smash that subscribe button so that you don't miss out anything. Let's get into the charts. We're here now. This is a price chart showing the USD against the CNH, which is the Chinese yuan. So first things first, we need to identify the trend. As you can see, since 2013, the trend has been bullish. Not a clear trend. It's had retracements and all, but it's been bullish. So what can we see? Let's focus on what's been happening of late. So here we had resistance. Where the resistance, we can draw it like that. Don't worry, it won't make sense as I get in deeper. So there were the resistance. Price came here, tested this level in 2016, failed to break above it, came down, retraced to this level here, which is also a support. Then went back again in 2018, tested this level, which is 6.19, failed, came back again last year in June, tested it, failed to break. Then it broke above it in September, tested the level, then went up, and now it's back down. So what can we see here? This is what we call a double top or M pattern. This is a reversal pattern. Whenever you see this in a trend, this pattern here, let me just highlight it for people that are not familiar with these forex terms we use in the institution. Yeah, so whenever you see this pattern, when price goes up, then comes down to test a support, then goes up again, then rejects this area it touched, then drops down. This is what we call a double top or M pattern. It's a reversal pattern to indicate the change in trend or the overall direction of a new trend. So what am I seeing here? Let me just go in deeper to explain. So price came at this level here in September last year. It tested it, failed to break above it. This is when the yuan was at 7.19. Then it came and tested this same level early this year around May, but rejected. So now it's come below this previous support, which has now become resistance. So if you look at it, this symbolizes an M pattern. This is a start of a new, it can be a start of a new bearish trend or just a retracement. I could be wrong, but to me it looks like an M pattern, and that's why the yuan has been appreciating for the past few months. So where can it go to next? I'm going to drop down to the weekly and daily to see what we can expect on the minor time frames, because this is just the monthly. So there we have that level. This is where we have it came, it found support there, then went back. So it might come to this level, then retest the neckline, then drop and come back to 6.2 from a technical point of view. Just a quick disclaimer, this is just technical pure price action, but it might also change depending on what fundamentals happen in case there's a catastrophic event or there's maybe China finds a cure for COVID and or America, things might change and manipulate this price action. So we just have to be reactive, not predictive. This is just how patterns move. It doesn't mean it will exactly move like this, but depending on what happens and what we see, we'll react to that. But this is my personal view on this pair. So let's drop down to the weekly just to go in depth of this analysis. So on the weekly time, the Chinese, it was finding support on this trend line. As you can see, it was finding support on this trend line. Price came here, failed to go below, came here, found support. It was supporting price from going below this line. So once a trend line is broken, we expect price to go where the trend line started from, So that's why I'm anticipating price to come to 6.68. So what are we going to do as traders or other people that are not traders, and what should we expect the next price action would be? So we can also mark out key level. Take note of when we're looking at the weekly. There was a gap that happened in May. So right now where price is at a very critical level, it might reject here and retrace to this level to 6.8, then continue down, or from here it might just reject and test this level, then continue down, or this can be a reversal point. So remember, like I said, we have to be reactive, not predictive. So we also need to monitor what happens here, but overall I'm seeing it coming down here, then we continue. But since there was some imbalance in price action here, so we also have to be very, very open-minded and see what happens and react to what happens here. So what I'm seeing is when price reaches this level at 6.68, we need to watch and see what happens here. Two things can happen here. Price can reject and test this level again, then continue down, or it might just range in this area and continue down. My overall bias is bearish for now because of the big M pattern that's been shown on the monthly time frame. Whenever we see these patterns, especially that we've seen it on the monthly, that means it's going to go bearish for some time. We might expect the Chinese Yuan to start doing very, very well in the long run, but I could be wrong. This is just my point of view. You are free to share your view and comment in the section and what you think. So I'm seeing it to come as low as 6.44 or 6.2, because this is where we started from, or even lower, but I could be wrong. So let's just go to the daily to see if we can scan for potential setups as traders and how we can capitalize on that. So let me just zoom out. Let me just zoom out. So what am I seeing? So there was a level here. Which was support. Now it's broken below. It's at 6.8. So what can we expect there? Price, it might not even go this far. It can just come to test this level. Let me just remove this other. Price may just come back to test this level then continue bearish. So I'm seeing the yuan to depreciate or to appreciate more against the dollar. Remember, the US dollar is the base currency and the CNH is the code currency. So once we see this trend going down, that means the yuan is appreciating against the dollar, and if we see it going up, that means the yuan is depreciating against the dollar. So overall, just a quick recap of what I've talked about. Let me just go to the monthly time frame because it's more clear there. Overall, the USDCNH has now started its bearish trend. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion, and that's what I'm seeing because based on this pattern that I've seen here. But this pattern will only become invalid once I see if price does come back, if it fails to reject this level. So what am I saying? From this level here, I'm expecting price to come to this level here. Then from there, we can go test either this level or this level, 6.9. Then continue bearish, because whenever this pattern occurs, price is most likely to test the neckline of the pattern, then continue where it's going. I'm not saying this trend will always go bearish. No, I could be wrong. Depending on what I see when price does come back at this level and it fails to reject, or it makes a higher high than this one, it breaks this level, that means we're continuing with the bullish trend and the yuan will start depreciating against the dollar. But from what I'm seeing with the current price action, what I'm analyzing here, I'm seeing the Chinese yuan to appreciate more against the dollar. It can come to 6.44 or 6.22, but this is just technical analysis. We also have to factor in other fundamental factors that also move the market. We need to see that China has introduced its new digital currency. How is that going to play out? The US elections are coming in. How is that going to affect the dollar? There are many other factors that we have to also price in when we're doing this analysis. But this was just my technical point of view. In the long run, I might add some more factors to it and see how we can view this pair. But overall, this is what I'm seeing, and please do feel free to comment your view and help me see what I'm not seeing. And we've come to the end of the video. Hope it was helpful to each one of you. I didn't go much into the daily because this pair is much cleaner on the higher time frame, and I just wanted to show you why the yuan has been appreciating against the dollar, because of what we're seeing here, the double top pattern that had just occurred on the monthly time frame, or the M pattern, which is a reversal pattern. That's what we call it. Whenever this pattern occurs, price, if it was going up, to start going down, and if we're going down, we see a W or a double bottom, especially on a higher time frame and other confluences, we might expect a reversal in trend and etc. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button and leave a comment in the section below. It really does help support the creation of more free educational content, and please make sure you check out my other previous videos. It's bye for now, and see you in the next one.